beef with Ethan Klein. Ethan Klein is from H3 Productions. He's a famous YouTuber. He's like now moved more. I don't listen to a ton of his content, but he's moved more into like more of a left kind of space. He does a podcast with Hassan Piker, the Twitch streamer.
I got you.
He used to do like long form interview stuff and did an interview with Jordan Peterson a while ago. And this is the tweet that he put out on the 14th. Years ago, I interviewed Jordan Peterson before I was very familiar with his politics. He was an interesting guest who I enjoyed sitting with, but especially now I can see he's a dangerous gateway to alt-right, transphobia, and COVID misinfo. I've removed both interviews today.
Yo, that gateway shit
what is that?
Everything's a gateway. Like, if I have ice cream, is that a gateway to diabetes? Like, for some people it is, right? And then other people just eat ice cream and it's regular.
Yeah.
Like, those people were probably going to find the alt-right regardless. I don't know if you can say Jordan Peterson.
Wait, hold up. If that's the case, then, I mean, dude, this is the funniest part about Andrew Schultz's commentary. He's like, he kind of gets it, but he still, like, does the fucking centrist shit. I mean, listen, he's doing bi-sitting. I'm going to let him have these takes, okay? He's currently engaging in bi-sitting. He has the cuff jeans. Like, the only thing missing from this equation is bisexual lighting, okay? But what's funny about that is, like, I don't even think that I would not have deleted those videos or unlisted those videos, okay? But I understand what Ethan's perspective is on the matter. He's like, I don't want to seem like I am coming across as like a supporter. Some people will watch Jordan Peterson and not become a fucking alt-right weirdo. Some people will watch Jordan Peterson and become an alt-right fucking weirdo, possibly because of Jordan Peterson regularly, having takes that are very much in line with all the other alt-right weirdos because he is a conservative, and then also regularly appearing alongside alt-right weirdos as well. So, he's saying like he doesn't want to participate in that because the conversation that he had with Jordan Peterson was a positive one. Like, he was not contentious at all.
Is the guy who did it, right? I just think that that's super unfair.
You know what's funny is these same people will laugh at marijuana being illegal because everybody say it's a gateway drug. They would laugh at that idea. What is a gateway drug?
Ooh, interesting.
What is that? And they'll laugh and look down on those people and then say, oh, he's a gateway to alt-right.
Thank you for the 4 months of
That's a way better example than one I did. I wish we just started with yours.
Yeah, we'll edit it. Just say what he said. We'll edit it.
Okay. Yeah. Ready?
I
And
thought
we'll
the ice
start.
cream shit was good too. Yo, you fat,
It was
that's on
kind of
you.
good, right?
You fat, that's on you. We can't ban ice cream.
Haters,
We're all
bro.
bringing up good points around
I was
here.
trying to say one that Ethan would relate to more. You know?
So they had a back and forth on Twitter. Jordan Peterson basically was like, hi, Ethan, how are you? We had a good conversation. I enjoyed meeting you and talking to you. What have I said precisely?
Wait, weed being a gateway drug is like entirely different than fucking like that's weed being a gateway drug is entirely different than like someone who's saying like I don't want to fucking personally participate in people going down the pipeline looking for similar commentary. It's like getting mad at someone for being like, if you want to even make the weed analogies, like someone being like, I don't want to smoke weed around my fucking children. Okay. I don't want them to start this early,
that motivated your actions and your accusation, deleting our discussion, etc. And then he's basically like, can I have the footage, basically considering that I went on your show under the supposition that there would be a conversation that would be public.
Yo, when he said the word supposition, he won, dog.
That's
That shit
fire.
was fire.
That's a fire-ass word.
So anyway, Ethan Klein starts pointing it out. He says, you said a ban on conversion therapy was moral grandstanding. He said that... He said that
Wait, what?
Yo, you say, conversion therapy where a guy is gay and you're like, now I got therapy, we're gonna make you straight.
Now we can't convert. Now we can't convert. Now we can't do that.
What if you want to convert to gay? Should that be legal?
Exactly. What if you want to be trans straight?
Straight conversion therapy should be a thing.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying is all of a sudden you can't do these things.
Chad, they're fucking joking. Stop throwing up question marks. Oh my Lord, bro. They're literally comedians doing a podcast. Sometimes I feel like, listen, you might not like their shit. You might not like their takes, but like they're very obviously being sarcastic. Okay. None of this is like a real argument. Sometimes I really don't know how to like, it really hurts my soul when I have to just be like, guys, that's a fucking joke. Okay. That what they're doing is a joke. It's not only is it a joke, but it's also the type of joke I would fucking make. Like, that is some shit I would say. I'd be like, wow, you really can't fucking, wow, you really can't do anything these days. Because the implied fucking concept is that, like, obviously both of them agree that gay conversion therapy is fucking ridiculous. Okay? Jokes are supposed to be funny. Yeah, the only reason why you don't find that funny is because you do not know what their political background is. And that's precisely why you think like they're being serious. Okay? Anyway, let's keep
So
going.
if you're dying on a beach in Hawaii, you just want to get one kiss to save your life.
You have said worse as a joke. It's a goof. Yeah, exactly.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
Yeah.
No, I think they fucking straight up support Jordan Peterson. I mean, of course they do. I think we watched Andrew Schulz like literally fillet Jordan Peterson before. They all do. All those fucking, every single fucking comic that's on the Joe Rogan pipeline does this shit, okay? Every single one of them does this. But that doesn't mean that they support conversion therapy, dude. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Just
You want to get one cock?
What do you want to get one in? What do you do? I just want to get one kiss. He didn't do CPR, bro. I saved myself.
That's that
I
fairy
kick the
tale
reef.
kiss you were talking about
Yeah,
earlier.
that's true love's kiss.
That's
bro.
true
Made you-
love's kiss.
brought you
Right
back
there,
to being a
son.
man.
Oh
Yep.
fuck! I thought that
Yep.
was me. God damn, bro.
Oh,
He went on to say, Ethan, this
His
is him
moral
tweeting.
grandstanding is really funny though.
He said, Jordan Peterson, you believe in enforced monogamy that you put in a New York Times interview, and he put like links to all the times that he said these things.
wasn't
watch him not be funny now because they're gonna these motherfuckers are fucking JP fanboys, so you know he's gonna hit him with that was out of context. That was out of context.
forced monogamy. Ain't that marriage? Fuck is that?
9 months hassle.
Oh God, that was terrible. Okay, I'm taking the comedy cards away. Okay, I'm not a comedian, but I am the comedy police. Wee woo. Okay, I'm here. I drove up in my fucking Dodge Charger. Okay, sorry. I need to see your paperwork. Yes, that's right. Give me your comedy card. I'm taking it away. You can't be out here doing fucking 1930s like, ha ha. Enforced monogamy? Don't you mean marriage? That is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Jordan Peterson.
Hey, you cheat on me, you get half
Who's
your shit.
enforcing the monogamy? That sounds a little wild. So far, Ethan's making some sense. I gotta say,
That's
right
what he
here.
said, and then he also said,
Conversion therapy is moral grandstanding.
He said a ban on conversion therapy, saying, "Hey man, you can't just fucking try to make these gay kids straight. That's illegal." He's like, "Nah, you're morally grandstanding." That's wild talking.
Yeah, they're literally not in agreement with Jordan Peterson here. You fucking weirdos in the chat. Shut the fuck up.
Yo, Jordan Peterson's a wild boy. What else was he talking about? Because when I talked to him, he wasn't talking about none of this shit.
Yeah.
We were just talking about Michael
Hey,
Cera
hey.
being a little pussy.
Hey, that's the guy that canceled Flagrant University at the end of the day. We had to stop the whole series.
Now
You
Jordan
can't have this
Peterson.
misinformation.
Peterson would probably say, "Oh, that's a decontextualized version of what I meant to say," and he's just pulling words that are sounding
Okay,
worse than they
fair.
actually. That's what he
Fair.
would probably respond with.
That's your supposition.
Yeah, that's I'm
Okay.
supposing over here. He said, you mischaracterized Bill C-16, resulting in a surge of transphobia. The bill was created to add trans people to a protected group against hate crimes. Using the wrong pronouns would not get anyone sent to jail. In fact, to this day, 0 people have gone to jail, unlike what you proposed.
Ethan coming with
Son-
receipts,
son,
boy.
Ethan-
And he's got like
beating his ass right
he's got
now, bro.
screenshots to everything using the
Holy
wrong
Bro, they literally are agreeing with Ethan this whole time.
pronouns,
Shit,
blah, blah, blah. As a person, I found you amicable and our conversation was very insightful, but I'm just not comfortable being a part of the pipeline leading to takes like this. So, and then Hassan Piker reached out and was
That
like,
motherfucker.
hey, Jordan,
Hey,
maybe if you
man.
want to clarify some of your positions, come on our podcast.
Oh, now we could get more views on him. That's foul. This Hassan Piker.
Well,
is
that's a
fucking,
different one, though. Is
That
it-
guy-
They have a show together. Ethan,
Oh, so-
Ethan and Hassan.
Wait a minute. So he's willing to do a podcast with them together, but not the one that.
Oh, they agree with Ethan, but they're gonna shit on me? Okay, we're fighting. Listen, motherfuckers. Listen, I already took one comedy card away. I am the comedy police, okay? I already took one card away. Don't make me take both of your cards, okay? Do not fucking flame me, dude. Okay, my fragile ego cannot handle it. This is what you get for defending them? I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter. Even if these people turn around and fucking shit on me right now, my take in the beginning when you guys were fucking losing your shit is still completely fucking valid. They were joking about fucking conversion therapy. You guys can't immediately fucking jump every time you see people trying to make a joke and hit the you're crazy, like it's time to do a murder, you know what I mean? No one clarified that you said you would not delete the video. It doesn't matter. I would not delete the video. It's not my fucking video, okay? But there's also a difference between like not wanting to have a video where you're straight up fucking platforming Jordan Peterson and like actually having a conversation with him where you can, where you can be a little bit more contentious and ask him to clarify things that he's saying in a debate even, you know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, so let's see what the fuck they had to say about me. Okay. Let's see what the fuck they had to say about me. Of course, obviously it's top of the hour. So before we do that, or while we do that rather, I will also be serving you this motherfucking 1 minute ad. The rarest of ads. Okay. The rarest of the ad breaks is coming right now. If you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe. You can do that for $5. You can do that for free. You can do that by getting gifted a sub. Sorry, first of the day. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Let's get into it. So people shouldn't be allowed to hold different views than that of your cohort communist takes. What? Dude, I'm sorry. I think you're lost, brother. I mean, you're too stupid to understand words that are coming out of my mouth, especially when I'm like quite literally arguing against people that want everyone to have the exact same opinion. And there's no reason for you to be in here. I'm going to keep you as a pet and pet you every now and then. But, it's just like very obvious that you don't have to be in here. You're already fantasizing about what my take is on a particular subject, even though you're here and I'm speaking and I'm literally telling you that it's okay to have different kinds of points of view. Like you misunderstood everything I said because you're so fucking horny to assume that like this is a libtard, this is a leftist, you must be fucking stupid. Anyway.
That they did.
That's why.
Well, I think now that he's more familiar with his politics, he wants to challenge him on some of the things that he said.
He felt he didn't properly challenge them on the first one. Yeah. So let's run it back.
That shit is corny. That's a play for publicity. Yeah, you can't do that shit. You just did it over Twitter.
I mean,
you just did that shit.
You didn't know how to challenge those points when he was like, "Yo, that conversion therapy shit is for the birds."
I mean, those are new points. I think I don't know why I keep fucking talking for Ethan on this, but like, I think like Ethan one was caught up in a centrist center right fucking space when it comes to social issues a little bit early on when he had Jordan Peterson on. Okay, I can't speak on what his attitude was because I didn't used to watch him back then. Okay, but like Jordan Peterson. I've had arguments, debates, hours and hours and hours with people about how Jordan Peterson is a conservative, and everyone would say, he's not a conservative. He's not a conservative. So obviously there were millions of fucking people who weren't all crypto fascists or whatever the fuck that legitimately did not comprehend that Jordan Peterson was a conservative who has regularly aligned with like actual fucking fascists. Okay. So he might not have recognized it, especially because of where he was back then. But there are so many things that Jordan Peterson has done now that like, yeah, he is obviously a huge conservative and everybody fucking knows that now. So now he's saying like, well, I don't want to come across like I'm fucking homies with this dude.
Well deserved.
Call him, motherfucker. We gotta do it in public on a podcast.
That's not fascistic. What do you mean fascistic? No, I'm saying that Jordan Peterson has quite literally homied up with like actual crypto fascists and shit. I'm not saying that like everyone that's a Jordan Peterson fan is a fascist. As a matter of fact, part of the fucking problem with Jordan Peterson is that part of the problem with Jordan Peterson is that like he was able to mask his conservatism very well for a very long time.
Shit is phony.
Well, I think he's saying it happened later. So he said,
which is fine. Just don't say like, hey, you're banned. You should not be allowed on my platform. Allow them on your platform and keep them on your platform. Don't delete the episodes and then have them on and say, hey, we disagree.
Man,
We
you know
about to have
what's,
motherfuckers on I disagree with now. They
Maybe
should be
it's-
banned from the internet.
maybe it's the comic in me, but like when somebody says some crazy shit like that, I want to hear them rationalize it, boy.
Oh, yeah,
like,
it doesn't matter.
Well, okay, so he gets it. That's precisely what I want to do as well.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar goes like, white people are evil. I'm like, tell me why.
Go for
I
it.
love
Give me
it. Like,
it.
just let
Dr.
me
Umar
hear it.
Johnson is my favorite, bro. Like every single time
That's the
he's
only
on the
doctor
fuck.
you trust.
That's literally that's the only doctor I trust.
Yeah.
Dr. Umar Johnson.
Yeah.
100%, bro.
And Dr. Martin Luther King.
Yo.
Wasn't a doctor.
Yes, he was.
Wait, yeah, it was.
We're talking
He was a
doctors,
yeah.
real doctor. He was a chiropractor, bro. He's fucking.
What is Dr. Umar?
Put some respect on it.
Dr. Umar's a real doctor. He's doctor of Pan-Africanism. you know
He
what I
wants
mean?
to surgically remove all the black people from America and take them to Africa.
Wait, that's what he believes?
Yes.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I just try to make it
Did he
work.
talk to Africans about this? They might feel away. I think you need to get their
Let's
permission.
carve out a little bit of
Son,
land in Africa.
That shit is a
I don't
re-
think we've ever done that.
Hey, tell
I don't
Africa-
think white people have ever carved out a little land in Africa. and
If
tried
I'm
to
black and I want to
start
go
a
back to
country.
Africa, I'd be like, hey, bro, this is a refund. That's what this is. Fuck out of here. You can tell me I'm not welcome back.
Whoa.
So all I
Whoa.
to say, should you take down episodes or like content that you put out in the past that you don't necessarily
It's your
do
show.
anymore?
You can do whatever the fuck you want.
I agree.
Exactly.
It's
I
your
think
show.
you
You
can
can do
do
whatever
it.
the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. I think that, to be honest, like I think he brought up interesting points. I'm curious to see what Jordan said about that.
Yeah.
Just because I like Jordan, so I'm
Yeah.
probably giving him the benefit of the doubt. But object.
Why'd you guys say they had a weird take? They like agree with Ethan for the most part. If anything, I caught a fucking stray there for 1 second, and then he ended up agreeing with my point of view. His sidekick, a little bit. I don't know who the other dude is, but his sidekick's a little fucking cringe. But who cares?
Objectively, I gotta say, like,
It's good to have that kind of balance. You gotta have some fucking, you gotta have a dude who's like kind of a conservative.
yo, if he doesn't like these things, that's his platform. He decides what goes on his platform,
Mm-hmm.
and he decides how much responsibility he has for his listeners.
Your chat is intolerable at times. I know. Okay. One of the funniest parts about this kind of thing, whenever we watch this sort of shit and I like start yelling at my chat, is other chatters being like, dude, I've always laughed at jokes. Like, fuck your chat. Like, no, you haven't. Okay. You were probably like a fucking cringe rad lib too. And like the entire point of me having that conversation with my chat is so that they stop being fucking cringe rad libs every time there's like someone who's trying to fucking let out a joke. Okay. Dude, I've always laughed at jokes, bro. No matter how edgy. Okay, stop. I hate how libtard your chat is, bro. Like, who cares? Okay, this is a space for learning.
You know what I mean? Like, I personally don't think that we have to be responsible for every single person that listens to the podcast. I'd be like, people can make their own decisions and should make their own decisions. But if he feels like his people are willing to do whatever the fuck they hear on the podcast, and that the other things that he says and his beliefs don't have more influence than a guy like Jordan Peterson, then okay, do your thing. I'm actually not mad at that, yo.
I'm not mad at taking down. I think it's corny.
This is an extremely online community, so obviously you were one of two things, okay? Either you were like a fucking 4chan poll, like edgelord, Sargon of Akkad watcher who like was at the precipice of like far-right radicalization and you fucking luckily turned it around, or you were a fucking radlib who was like, I want to kill everyone that fucking says things that are wrong. I'm going to look, and it's fine. Everyone is the same person ultimately, okay? And then you ultimately become someone better than that, okay? You move on and you get better. Okay, and then now you're a HasanAbi head, so you are the most reasonable and the most understandable, and you know your takes are not bad; they're actually very good.
I need to invite him back and be like, hey, come on another episode, and then we'll get mad.
Now I'm
He's
ready
all-
for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Keep
a
the
different
episodes
guy, in
on and
fairness.
have him back.
It was a different guy.
But
that
they
said
share
that,
a
but It
pod.
was a co-host.
But yeah, the co-host I think will be like, no.
Yeah.
But here's
stand up.
What is this? Just the facts. Consumerism cook. You are too. We are the product. He's just an earnest dude that doesn't try too hard. Andrew's better than you. Watch yourself. Stop doing leftist bad. This cancel culture deplatforming comedians. You're literally an aggregate of the things you deplore.
These
These guys are deeper insiders and have a real perspective on the biz. Bro, you are not that influential. Told someone's political view. If anything, your stream makes more right-wingers than left and actually helping them create a straw man. Okay. Remember what I originally said about like my favorite type of person is the guy who's like literally watching me explain something, but because he's so horny, he's literally seeing red. He's like, I know you have a very nuanced approach to the, or I don't know, but he's basically saying like, you, in the process of describing your nuanced approach to comedy and whatnot, I completely decided to fucking not see any of that and instead make up a guy in my mind. I'm here to pretend that you are the person that I think you are. And actually help them create a strawman with your hypocritical champagne socialist ass. Oh my God. All right, we'll keep this we'll keep this too. A lot of fan fiction writers in the chat today. My favorite type of person, my absolute favorite type of person is the guy who like comes in here, okay? Like there's the regular clowns, okay? They come in here while I'm talking about something else and then they do the memes, you know? Maybe I'm talking about fucking cancel culture or some shit and they come in and they're like, "Oh, you're a hypocritical champagne socialist, like you own a house," right? But my favorite type of fucking troll is the guy who literally comes in while I'm talking about cancel culture and then has a cancel culture take that is the opposite of what I'm currently saying, that's coming out of my fucking mouth because he's so horny to just like type that, you know, he got me or some shit, that he refuses to hear the words that are coming out of my fucking mouth, dude.